Hey guys, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a new makeup release roundup, and we are going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if that is something you're interested in seeing, just go ahead and keep watching. So I have been doing my new makeup release video for almost this entire year. I believe I have 38 episodes of this series on my channel, and I wanted to kind of do like a little award show at the end of the year. I have compiled 10 different categories and a couple winners for each. I know that Samantha March and Angelica Nyqvist do a collaboration video like this every year. Mine is not exactly the same as theirs. We have a few of the same questions, but I will link them down below because it kind of was their idea. I just put my own twist on it. So I have 10 categories, some good, some bad, and I chose between 1 and 3 winners for each. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So for my first category, I am doing releases with the best packaging. If you watch my new makeup release videos, I pretty much start out every single segment with, first of all, the packaging. So I figured what better way to start this video than to mention a few brands that I think have killed it with packaging this year. I couldn't narrow it down to a specific release for each brand because I think all 3 of them have knocked it out of the park this whole year. So first off, I don't think this is going to come as a surprise to anybody. I am going to mention Colourpop. Let me scoot over so I can throw some pictures in here. Colourpop X Tinkerbell, probably one of the most beautiful collections I've seen this year. Colourpop X Powerpuff Girls, absolutely adorable. I have those on display. That's how beautiful I think they are. Colourpop X Hocus Pocus. Come on, like some of the cutest packaging I have ever seen. Colourpop X Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Could not get any cuter for the holiday season. I am mentioning mostly their collaborations here, but their regular packaging is always really, really cute. Whoever they have doing graphic design over there, give that person a raise. Colourpop kills it with packaging every single time. I don't think I have ever seen a Colourpop product where I think the packaging is bad or ugly or not well designed. So without a doubt, Colourpop is probably my winner for best packaging of the year. And another brand that I feel has absolutely killed it with packaging this year is Collidos. Collidos packaging are works of art. The packaging for the entire Flower Punk collection, I do own that palette, but I'm just gonna pop some pictures in. That palette belongs in a museum. The fact that it is completely original design, I do not own another palette like that. It is beautiful. The tins that their lip products come in are stunning. Their Apple collection, impeccable. I am so devastated that this collection did not come with an eyeshadow palette because I am sure that it would have been stunning. That's how much faith I have in Kaleidos packaging that I'm going to mention a palette that doesn't even exist. The palette that would have come with the Apple collection, it would have been incredible. The collaboration they did with Angelica Nyqvist, the Club Nebula palette, that palette is stunning. Collidos is definitely up there. I couldn't pick a specific release. They are all works of art, museum quality. And another brand that I am going to kind of give an honorable mention in the packaging department is Lunar Beauty. The packaging on their Outer Dimension face palette is so stunning. The packaging on all their palettes, I love the theme, the moon themes, the holographic, the raised details. I don't own anything from Lunar Beauty, but I think everything is absolutely stunning. The Moonspell palettes look gorgeous. Lunar Beauty does an amazing job with their packaging. Even their lip glosses with like the little diamond in the top of it. Really, really well done. I am so excited to see what else Manny has in store for the brand because he kills it with the packaging. So my next category is the release with the worst packaging of 2021. And this was kind of hard to narrow it down as well. There were some questionable choices made this year. But I am going to mention one that is actually very recent, and this is the Flower Beauty collaboration with Charlie's Angels. This is so bad. This looks like it came from the clearance bin at the dollar store. I'm sorry. I say brutally honest for a reason. This sucks. I'm sorry that's so mean, but this, it looks outdated, it looks cheap, it looks flimsy. This was not good. This could have been done so much better. I think people would have loved this if it was done right. This looks so bad to me. I can't. And another release that I don't think I could make this video without mentioning is the Kylie Cosmetics 24K collection. This is so bad. My new makeup release video where I talked about this collection has probably one of the highest number of thumbs down on my channel. It's not cute. Like, I get it. You look great. You look amazing. No shade to her. You want to show your body. Do you? There's a time and a place, and it's not the front of an eyeshadow palette. This is just so unnecessary. She could have done this tastefully, and this is not it. This is not tasteful. Not at all. And another collection I want to mention that I think has an extreme lack of tastefulness is the BH Cosmetics Say It collection. Now, I swear like a sailor. I use the F word like a comma. I try to reel it in. I don't want to be like that on my channel, but plastering swear words all over the front of your eyeshadow palettes is not the way to go. I get the message behind it. Say it, be yourself, own your truth, whatever that is. But like, when I saw this, I did a double take. I'm like, oh, cute. There's a new collection. It's got palettes. And then I saw that it had like, what does it say? F it? F off. It says fuck off all over the outside of the lip gloss tube. I'm like, what? Does that say what? And then the palettes match. I think one of them says like, let that shit go. One of them says fuck. It's not classy. It's tacky. I thought it was such a try hard reach at being cool and being edgy. I did not like this at all. The quality on these I hear is great, but you totally even diminish that with the packaging. I wouldn't even think about trying these because the packaging just turns me off that much. So next up, I have the releases that were overhyped and underwhelmed. I've got 3 releases that either were so highly anticipated or some people just love so much, and I am like, womp womp. Like, did not meet the expectations. I am going to start, unfortunately, with Rem Beauty by Ariana Grande. I know some people are gonna hate me for this, but I was excited about this. I thought this was gonna be such a fun makeup brand. I thought it was gonna be like futuristic. She had this whole space theme going on, and it just kind of looks cheap. I'm sorry. The reveal of these products was so like, oh, I did see one person do a video on these, and Allie Glein said that the packaging is heavier than it looks. It has this kind of like really light plastic appearance, but is a little more solid when you get it in person. But like, you have to sell me on the picture. This looks like kids makeup. It looks like cheap kids makeup. I'm sorry. So much hype was built up around this brand, and it just fell flat. I haven't heard anyone talk about any of these products being like amazing either. So unfortunately, this one kind of flopped for me. And next up, I'm going to mention the Naked Cyber palette. This had so much potential. They hyped this up like it was gonna be a naked palette full of sparkly, shiny, duochrome, amazing metallic shades. It is not. I think I have seen more people declutter this palette this year than I saw them actually make a video with it, or like it, or use it, or say anything good about it. This had potential to be something that mainstream brands don't really dive into. You don't see a lot of mainstream brands doing full palettes of sparkly, shimmery, duochrome kind of shades. This is definitely more of an indie brand niche, and that is probably for a reason. These shades look so underwhelming. Why are there 3 beige mattes? Why? Why do half of these shimmers look like mattes? Why is there only maybe 2 cool looking shades? This was not good. Packaging is dope. The product, a flop. This had potential to be an amazing mainstream take on super special shades. It was not it. And the last one that I'm going to mention here, I don't even know if this is from this year. I'm pretty sure it was maybe last year holiday release, but it bothers me so much that I'm gonna mention it here. And this is the Natasha Denona Triochrome palette. This is ugly. I'm sorry. So many people love this, and I have loved everything I have tried from Natasha Denona. I really am impressed with the quality of her eyeshadows, but this is not special. Triochrome. You can't throw 3 mediocre multi-chromes in this ridiculously expensive palette that is nothing but a sea of underwhelming matte shadows and call it a Triochrome palette. This is not special. I have seen swatches of these multi-chromes. They are the saddest multi-chromes I've ever seen. Leave the multi-chromes to the indie brands. Even the most affordable indie brand multi-chrome would blow these 3 shades out of the water. And even the mattes in here, I don't like these. I don't like this palette at all. This is not aesthetically attractive to me in the slightest bit. The packaging is dope, and that's where it starts and that's where it ends. I have heard a lot of people like this palette, and I'm surprised, honestly. I think this is my least favorite Natasha Denona release ever. I don't own it, so maybe it's more impressive in person, but the swatches I've seen of these are like, you barely even call those a multi-chrome. Please go look into some indie brands if this is what you're looking for, because these are not it. So my next category is the best collabs of 2021. We have seen so many different collabs this year, great ones with influencers. We've seen smaller influencers get their shot at collabs. We have seen some weird ones. I'll get into those in a second. They have been all over the place, and I have picked out 3 that I think were definitely top mentions from this year, starting with the legendary Diversa collaboration between Odin's Eye and Tina, Judy, and Annette. I just recently bought this. I just hauled it. These are stunning. I love the message behind it. I love that they chose 3 influencers with such diverse backgrounds to get to showcase their culture in these 3 different palettes. Each palette has a really good multi-chrome in it, and it didn't cost you $130. Beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. The color stories are beautiful. The scarves they came with are beautiful. This collaboration is absolutely stunning. I love the influencers they chose. I love how each one put their own personality and their own spin and their own rich culture behind it. So beautiful. Love this and would love to see Odin's Eye keep this up with different influencers in the future. So next I'm going to mention what I feel was a very highly anticipated collaboration. I feel like everyone was just holding their breaths, waiting for someone to do this franchise right and do it justice. And Colourpop X The Nightmare Before Christmas came through. The packaging on this collection is absolutely everything. Now, don't get me wrong, that is definitely not my favorite palette from Colourpop. I think the colors could have been tweaked a little. Quality is not top notch, but the collection as a whole is done so well. The packaging is amazing. The fact that it is all UV reactive, so cute. The little ornaments, amazing. That movie is such a cult classic. It is so well loved by people. I think that if you are a fan of the movie, you are going to be obsessed with the packaging. It's something that you can display, something that would be a beautiful gift. Colourpop killed it. I think everyone was sitting around waiting for Colourpop to do this collaboration justice, and they definitely did. And next up here, I might be a little biased because she is one of my favorite YouTubers, but I'm going to mention the Collidos X Angelica Nyqvist collaboration. I did just show it when I mentioned the packaging category, but this is beautiful. I'm so happy for her. It's unique, it's different, it's stunning. It is definitely something that is going to be like a collector's item. I have the box that it came in on display on my shelf. That is how stunning this is. I am definitely excited to see different influencers get their chance at collaborations, and she definitely knocked it out of the park with this palette. So my next category is worst collabs of 2021. I have two here to mention, and I think it's kind of funny that they're both gaming collabs. I am not by any way, shape, or form a gamer, but if there are two games on this planet that I know well, it's the two that I'm going to mention. So first up, we have to talk about NYX X Tetris. Look at this monstrosity of a palette. This is a coffee table. There is no cohesion. There is no color story. There is nothing. There is every color up under the sun 2 times in this laptop of a palette. This is so unnecessary. I think the potential was there for this to be so dope. Like, if they would have taken the shape of the individual Tetris pieces and turned those into little mini palettes, like 4 shades across, 4 in a little cube, the little L-shaped one, the little zigzaggy one, and just done a bunch of like little quads. Banger. This could have been so dope. I think if they would have gone with the smaller palette options, they do have the shapes like traced out in the freaking dining room table, but no, they missed the mark. They did not do this franchise justice. Tetris is iconic and they ruined it. I wish they would have done the little mini palettes. That would have been amazing. This is horrible. And I don't think we can talk about injustice to a gaming franchise more than MAC X The Sims. I was not doing my new makeup release videos when this came out, and I have been waiting for the opportunity to trash this since then. This is the most half-assed, second thought, oops, I forgot I had a palette to make, palette I've ever seen in my life. I'm pretty sure that MAC also did a makeup package for the actual Sims game, which I heard was really nice. Listen, I wasted so much of my youth in front of a computer making a fake life. Me and Trey Songz, we lived happily ever after. And I remember I was on vacation once in Europe with my mom, and my sister called me to tell me that our computer had crashed. And that this beautiful life that I had built with Chris Brown was gone. I hit so many motherlode cheat codes. I built my mansion from the ground up. I picked my money tree every day, and it was all gone. I loved The Sims. I was such a fiend for this game when I was younger, and the fact that you would have the audacity to call this sorry, dusty ass palette a Sims palette? Shame on you, MAC. Shame on you. This looks like it was like last minute and they were like, oh, we gotta do a palette too? Crap, just see what we got back in a warehouse and throw a Sims sticker on the packaging. I don't even think it's the actual packaging, it's just the outer box. It's just the outer box. They did not even put anything Sims on the palette. This is literally some leftover crap they had in the warehouse and they just printed up a Sims box. This is a disgrace. Shameful. Shameful. How you do a Sims palette and don't have a plum bob green? Get out. Get out, MAC. See yourself out. So my next category is most unexpected collaborations of 2021. And I think it goes without a doubt that Colourpop X The NBA threw us all for a loop. Like, totally came out of left field. That's a different sport. Like, I don't hate it though. This is unexpected in a good way. When I first saw the sneak peek of this and people were guessing what it was and everyone was saying the NBA, I'm like, that's stupid. But they did it so well, and actually seeing it all put together, I think this is such a creative way to blend two pastimes or two favorite things that wouldn't necessarily be associated together. I think that this is kind of like breaking that mold of you like sports or you like makeup. And this is kind of like, no wait, you can like both. I feel like this collection definitely broke the mold of what a typical makeup lover is. I'm not a basketball fan, but I love football. I'm a 49ers fan, so if they did a football collection, if there was a Colourpop X The NFL, sign me up. I think they did a wonderful job, and I think these actually turned out really nice. And next up here for unexpected collabs, I'm going to mention e.l.f. X Chipotle. Are we all just gonna forget that this happened? We gonna let this slide under the rug? Cause I'm not. e.l.f. collaborated with Chipotle. They did, and no one seems to remember this. First of all, that avocado sponge is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. If I would have ever seen this in store, you bet your ass I'd have an avocado blending sponge. The palette, I guess it's set up to resemble how you pick your toppings in a Chipotle. Listen, I love Chipotle, but I have like social anxiety, so the thought of standing in front of a counter at Chipotle with a line of people behind me giving me the stink eye while I stutter to pick out my extra sofritas, and no. I can't do it, so I've only ever DoorDashed Chipotle. So I've never actually walked into a Chipotle, but I love it. So I don't hate it. It is unexpected, not like a lasting collaboration, not something people are going to be talking about for years to come, but it's not bad. It's unexpected, but not like bad unexpected. So actually don't mind this one either. And last up for unexpected collabs, I have Morphe X Jaclyn Hill. Like, I feel like this was unexpected, but not. It was both like, they're doing this again, and like, oh, they're doing this again at the same time. Morphe X Jaclyn Hill is the zombie of the makeup community. It won't die. Every time you think they're done, it just rises back up to life to eat your brains. I think everybody was kind of dumbfounded, like, as much drama and issues and problems as Morphe and Jaclyn Hill have had together and separately, why? This is the most toxic relationship of the beauty community. Maybe not the most, there's some others I can think of, but they need a divorce. I'm pretty sure this was their divorce palette, and it was well overdue. I don't understand how someone with a makeup brand collaborates with another makeup brand. This could have been such an amazing palette for Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. I think she said something about like bringing you this at an affordable price. Just stop. Let it die. Whatever contractual obligations you continue to have with Morphe, please rip and burn that contract. We're done. So my next category is Best Holiday Collection, and I have two to mention here. I'm going to mention the Colourpop X Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I sing Colourpop praises from the rooftop. They are my favorite brand, but it is for a reason. This Rudolph collection was the tacky Christmas collection of my dreams. I am wearing a bunch of it today. I have on the lip products, the eyeshadow palette, the highlighter. This was so cute. So cute. Listen, I wasn't going to show anything. I was just going to show pictures, but this happens to be right in front of me. Is this not the cutest thing you have ever seen? This sold me. This is everything. Whoever came up with this little freaking ornament idea, give that person a raise. That collection screams holiday, screams Christmas. I know everyone doesn't celebrate Christmas, but if you do, if you ever watched the 25 Days of Christmas that they used to play on, what was it, ABC Family? I don't know what channel it was, but they played this old school Rudolph movie to death, and you better believe I watched it so much as a child. I love this. You could not get more holiday than this collection. And another holiday collection that I am going to mention is the Melt Cosmetics Amory Mariposas collection. This is impeccable. Every piece of this packaging is stunning. The embossing on the lipsticks, the brush handles, the pan designs, perfection. And this is holiday without being like Jingle Bells. This is beautiful. Melt did a gorgeous job on this collection. I love that Melt does holiday without being conventional holiday. So I got one on each side, one that's very Jingle Bells and one that is completely not. This is beautiful. I have heard nothing but amazing things about the quality on this palette and all the products in it. This is stunning. One of the most beautiful things I've ever seen come from Melt. Absolutely gorgeous. And my next category is most shocking price tag. I have said it time and time again, I am cheap as dirt. So some of the prices on these products, I don't understand. So I have 3 things here to mention. And first off, I feel like I have to talk about the Hourglass single shadows. Okay, first of all, one shadow, $29. One shadow with a pan, $31. 3 pan custom palette, $99. And 5 pan custom palette, $161. The audacity to charge $99 for 3 eyeshadows. I haven't heard a single person try these, and I think it's for a reason. These don't even look all that nice. The most money I have ever spent on eyeshadows has come from indie brands, and they are the most incredible, shifty, multi-chrome, sparkly, jaw-dropping, just impeccable shades. And these are not that. No, they are not. So my next one is actually another really recent release. I just talked about this one in this week's new makeup release video. These are the Yakuzugi collection brushes in collaboration with Sonia G. 2 brushes, $245. And a Yakuzugi tower to hold your brushes, $550. That is a car payment on like an Audi. Who in their right minds is paying this for a wooden box to store your brushes? It's beautiful. I'm sure it's handcrafted, 1,000-year-old trees, blah, blah, blah. This is insane. If you have that much money that you're spending $550 on a box to hold your brushes, take that $550 and go buy a bunch of canned goods for your local soup kitchen. Go make some care packages for your homeless community. That's insane. Go buy pet food for your local animal shelter. This is such an irresponsible way to spend this kind of money. And I know, hey, spend your money however you want to. Not my business, but this just blows my mind that people actually spend this. And my last release with the most shocking price tag is that damn Chanel Advent Calendar. This thing is $825. That is rent. That is a mortgage payment. I saw so many videos after this release of people being like, it has stickers, and Chanel said they were gonna do better. Duh, it has stickers. I said in my new makeup release video, you can see from their promo picture, it's full of like stickers and cheap keychains. This was not a shock to you. If you spent your rent payment on this stupid perfume-shaped advent calendar, you knew exactly what you were getting yourself into. I can see from this promo picture, we got 2 sticker sheets, we got a mirror cut out in the shape of a perfume, we've got a cheap snow globe ornament. What else? We got some cheap bracelets, like the fake string tie-up ones. Looks like we got a keychain over there. There's a little wax seal, like the Chanel wax seal. What do you do with that? Where do you stick an already made wax seal? Oh, there's 3 wax seals. It looks like we have a wax seal bracelet, maybe a keychain, and just a plain wax seal. Maybe heat it back up and stick it to your forehead, because they got you. Chanel owns you if you spent $825 on this advent calendar. I would say this is fraud, but if you bought this, it's your fault because they showed you what's in it. You made the choice. They just got you. That's it. I'd be mad too. And my last product category is most likely to be on sale. And for this I have one answer and one answer alone. Anything Morphe. That's it. That's all I got. I was scrolling through a bunch of release pictures to plan this video, and everything from Morphe, either I forgot it existed, I looked at it, I'm like, who even is that? Like, it's just, there was nothing exciting, nothing revolutionary, nothing that stood out. I can't even remember a Morphe release off the top of my head except the Jaclyn Hill one, and that's just because it sticks out. But that's it. And that one's probably on sale right now too. So, yeah. Anything Morphe. The whole website is probably for sale. And my last question here, I did actually take this one from the Samantha March and Angelica Nyqvist video, is my makeup predictions for the next year. What kind of things do I think are going to be released? I think we are going to see a bunch of more unique collaborations. I think we're going to kind of wander away from the Disney Princess, Hello Kitty, Mickey Mouse kind of collaborations. I think we are already starting to see it. We have some more lesser known franchises that got collaborations, like Powerpuff Girls I definitely didn't expect. We've seen The Simpsons get a few collaborations this year. I think we're definitely gonna move away from this like overdone, redone, done again kind of Disney collaboration and definitely move into more unique things. I think we are going to see more holiday collections that aren't Christmas. I would love to see more brands coming out with Halloween collections. I think Valentine's Day is going to be huge coming up in a few months. I think spring is going to bring us a ton of florals. I think brands are still going to be writing out this whole crystal astrology theme till the wheels fall off, the train left the station, but some people are still hanging on. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love crystals, I love all that stuff, so I'm not mad at it, but it's definitely going towards the end of its rope. I think pressed glitters are finally going to be making their way out of palettes. We've seen a few brands bring them in as like singles on the side or little quads on the side. I think brands are finally going to get the hint that not everyone wants glitters in their palettes. Some people see them as wasted shades. And I think we are definitely going to be seeing a lot of smaller influencers get their time to shine. I think we're moving away from that same group of 5 influencers that just got collab after collab after collab, and we are already seeing that with that legendary Diversa collection. Theresa is Dead got a collaboration this year, and Angelica Nyqvist, Annette's Makeup Corner had another collaboration. We are definitely seeing more unique influencers, a more wide range from bigger YouTubers, smaller YouTubers, Instagrammers. I love that. I think there's room for everybody to get their spot. I mean, I don't think I'm up there yet, but one day I'm gonna get my collaboration. So that was it for my new makeup release roundup for the year 2021. I had a lot of fun making this, and my new makeup release videos are by far some of the most viewed on my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, I hope that you would consider liking, subscribing, and coming back for some more content. Bye.